This time we visit Sorrento on the Amalfi coast by scooter, catch up on a bit of history, spend the night on a train and check out the French Riviera. However, we start today by jumping on a ferry in Naples to take us the fairly short distance across the bay to Sorrento. This ferry is pretty cool because you get some amazing views of the Bay of Naples, including Mount Vesuvius. Sorrento sits on a series of cliffs and it's a great resort, often described as the gateway to the Amalfi coast, even though it isn't actually part of it. We had a quick look around the town and really enjoyed the place. However, we came to see the nearby scenery, so jumped on a scooter and headed to the Amalfi coast. This place can get very busy with tourists, especially in the height of summer, but there's no denying how stunning the landscape is. And the road along the coast is awesome to drive along, especially on two wheels. Mark has been driving, have you found the driving so far?
Well, I'm getting used to it because it's a moped. I haven't driven a moped since I was like, I don't know, 18. I'm 22 now.
There are plenty of places to stop and catch the views, as well as towns and villages to grab a spot of lunch or even a drink. We also found a few beaches along the way, including this one, which was a great place to take a dip and cool off from the summer heat. The coast really is fantastic, and even though it can get very busy, it's definitely worth a visit. Hello, good morning. Okay, so you join us in Naples. We're going to be leaving Naples tonight, this evening, but we've got one more day here. However, today is Marcus's birthday.
Hi.
Okay, so we just arrived into Herculaneum, or as the Italians say it,
Herculano.
So let's go and check it out. Herculaneum is similar to the more well-known Pompeii and is one of the ancient towns which were lost when Mount Vesuvius blew in 79 AD. Today Herculaneum is an important archaeological site which is very well preserved. If you get the chance to visit, then I definitely recommend it, as it's a very interesting place and great to see the historical remains. So we headed back to Naples to have one last drink in the city and also toast Marcus's birthday. But before too long we were on yet another train heading slightly south this time to Salerno to catch our overnight sleeper train north to Genoa. So we boarded at our moving hotel for the night and went to inspect our room. On this trip we actually had our own private room as we booked fairly early and got a great deal. The room was small as expected, but well thought out. The beds were made and there was bottled water and a towel each. The room had a sink and a small selection of amenities as well. Okay, so we've just got into the overnight train. What are you thinking? It's actually pretty good. I'm actually impressed. It's compact, but for an overnight train journey, what more do you need?
Yeah, and it's quite intelligent solutions.
We got it pretty cheap and it's saving us on a hotel for tonight too. Saving money and we're getting to our next destination. However, let's see how things go, you know? We might wake up in the morning but I hate trains, I don't know, what. Let's just see. Okay, so we've got 8 hours on this, so any ideas what we can do?
Drink a beer.
Sounds good. So we settled in for the evening and watched the night go by. There was no catering on this train, so we brought some sandwiches. However, a light breakfast was served in the morning. Morning. Okay, so I've just woken up and to be honest with you, it's actually been a pretty good night's sleep. Really comfy. Breakfast was brought to our compartment, which included an espresso like I'd never had before, which involved heating it ourselves by pressing a button on the back of the packet and shaking it intensely.
Good morning workout. It's getting hot though.
Yeah.
Never seen it before.
I have no idea what our fellow passengers thought was going on in our compartment.
So we just arrived into Genoa or Genova. I found that train really comfortable.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a hotel on the railway.
So anyway, now we're refreshed, ready to go, and we've got a day in Genoa, so let's go and explore. Vamos?
Vamos.
Vamos.
So we spent the day wandering around Genoa. It's a nice city with many impressive and decorative buildings. I particularly liked its covered walkways and the architectural detail of the city's buildings. Soon after that, we were back on yet another train. This time it was Othello, bound for France. On this occasion we had seats in first class, however it wasn't anything special and was very similar to the standard class. The train had a bar on it too, again selling a wide range of drinks and snacks.
Okay, so we've just arrived into Nice, which means that we've entered the second country of our trip. Welcome to France.
I didn't have any real expectations of Nice before I went, but I really enjoyed it. It's a coastal city, but with the benefits of a beach as well as having a resort-like atmosphere. We were staying with a friend of Marcus's, Ansher, who is a great guy and an incredible host. He showed us around Nice and will be a local tour guide for the next few days. As we've been travelling for quite a few days, we decided to take some time out and spend the first day at the beach. And afterwards headed to the city centre to try out the local nightlife of Nice. The next day, and not hungover at all, we drove along the coast with Ansher as our guide to a few of the other beaches around, before travelling to the famous resort town of Saint-Tropez. Saint-Tropez is a beautiful place with many small streets, all with immaculately painted buildings.
So we're in Saint-Tropez. What is we're in Saint-Tropez in French?
Nous sommes
Nous
à
sommes
Saint-Tropez.
à Saint-Tropez.
Saint-Tropez sur voyage.
The town is often frequented by the rich and famous, which is obvious from the size of the yachts in the harbour. Next time we visit the Principality of Monaco and the Monte Carlo Casino. We continue our journey west and onto Marseille before heading to Spain and Barcelona.